disturbing.
No, I am deeply uncomfortable.
Like, I'm just trying to bring a little levity to an otherwise stressful situation. And what do I get?
Ooh.
Ridicule.
Okay, Kim, if your goal was levity,
Anyway.
mission accomplished. I mean, I'm left feeling very levitated, Leviticus. I'm smiling nonetheless.
Thank you.
That makes one of us. Now
You're smiling?
that we've got Uncle Bobby on our side, it is time to, as Ricky says, go attack mode.
Thank
But that-
you,
it's not-
Ashley. Look, with Bobby's backing, we can start making our final push against Othello. Now, if we make our case persuasively, the fans will follow.
The first stop is 2K TV.
Oh, like the video game. Huh, okay. What's the thinking there?
In theory, it's a very low stakes media appearance, which means it's a great place to make a case against Othello without seeming like you're making a case against Othello.
Okay.
You can get a little dirty without hurting your reputation.
Okay, and what case are we making?
All right.
Like, specifically. A
But
little
we're going to lean into Othello's hatred of analytics, all right? Now, 2K being a video game, they're all about data quantification. You know, dork stuff.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Do not call it dork stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got
But
it.
I will make sure that the discussion centers on analytics. And then you can accidentally let it slip that Othello isn't on board with the new school of analytics in the NBA.
I mean, you could talk about
Yeah.
teammate grades and how important they are to evaluating performance within
Right.
the organization.
To some people.
Precisely.
Okay. That sounds great.
See, Mila, it can be fun to be sneaky.
Shouldn't you be off barking at a truck somewhere?
No, please do not encourage.
Attack mode,
Ricky, no.
baby!
Ricky,
get down!
down. Hey, Mila! This is a disgrace.
Get off the table.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And we are very excited because we have MP in the house today. MP, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me here. I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, and it's just really cool to be here.
And as someone who's been playing 2K for as long as he can remember, I mean, this must be a crazy experience. What's it like seeing yourself in the game?
Alexis, it is a trip. I mean, the graphics just get better and better each year, and it's like looking at myself in the mirror, you know?
But the big question is, what about your game? Did we get it mostly right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I do think my points should be higher overall, but I mean, overall, you guys did a pretty good job.
You know, that's not the first time we've heard that. Believe me.
I bet.
So our producers tell us you're somewhat of an analytics guy, is that right?
Yes. You know, like a competitor like myself, you know, I'm always looking for the edge, so analytics helps me find that edge.
For sure.
What are some things that analytics have done to help your game?
Oh, well, there's one thing our team is really big on analytics. It's called teammate grade.
Teammate grade? That kind of sounds like our game.
Honestly, yeah, it's actually kind of close. Yeah. But I can't give away all the secrets. I can't, sorry. But it keeps track of, you know, the million little things to quantify how to contribute to winning. So it's a huge part of what we do as an organization.
Well, it must feel good to feel the support from the team, right?
Not everyone puts their stock in it, man. You know, our GM is one of those, like, eye test kind of guys. He's old school that way, you know, like he's just kind of outdated a little bit. We call him a dinosaur.
Oh!
A dinosaur?
Teasing the GM, it's a little bold.
Yeah,
it's your boss.
Well,
I don't know.
he's a good sport about it, I must
Okay,
admit.
all right.
And these days, pretty much everybody, you know, specializes anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so he does this, you know, old school scouting kind of stuff that's been around forever. And the data guys, people like Freddie Novak, they focus on the analytics and, you know, the other cutting edge stuff. And in the end, you get, you know, a little bit of best of both worlds.
It's like that old saying goes, our differences make you stronger.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
All right. Well, on that kumbaya note, we want to thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It was awesome getting to know you.
Thank you for having me, truly. I had a blast.
All right. Well, tune in next week for another episode of NBA 2K TV.
Every Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss it.
The three-point shot has had an incredible impact. We're seeing teams who were down 20, 21 points in the past. The game was over. Not now. Anytime they change rules, it tends to affect the game. Way back, many people don't realize that they had actually turned the NBA game into a 3-on-3 contest. If the offense placed 2 people above the three-point line, the defense had to bring 2 people above the foul line. And they could just play with the other 3 guys, 3 against 3. And we're so happy that they got
And today, Greg, it's about the NBA. But tomorrow it's about spending Turkey Day with family and friends.
I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Cherish those moments with your loved ones. They're likely to be your fondest memories.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Houdini. And it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. Here's Halliburton. Hield outside. And there's the pass to Smith. Halliburton outside. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college. That scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA. And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him. Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Duarte. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot by Hield, nobody around. The Pacers getting another chance here. Back to Halliburton. Off target with his three. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Duarte. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now. Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hield outside. Halliburton passes to Hield. Back to Halliburton. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Smith.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Houdini. Against Miami, he was really on his game. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And Gobert drops them both.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's Halliburton. Gobert with the block. It's 2-on-1. Deflects the pass. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The feed now to Hield. Passes it to Turner. Back to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And what a show of agility by Hield. Getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
Here's Houdini. Hits the outside fadeaway.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up shop. It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one. But they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is one of the reasons why they're such a good team.
Being as far down as they were, as late as they were down, I mean, that should feel really good to that group to come away with the win.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Houdini. Smith kicks to Hield. Shoots. Rebound by Houdini.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he slams it one-handed.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Hield after the basket by Minnesota. Back to Turner. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Towns. Bucket number. Three. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Houdini. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Houdini. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Just 2 to shoot, and he gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
Now here's Towns. Here's Houdini. 6 points for him. And Towns throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Minnesota. Gobert with the block. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. That one goes. Count it. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season, bringing in Tyrese Halliburton playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Out to the right wing. Here's McConnell. Connects on the 9-footer.
From Duarte.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 13-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Here's Duarte. Edwards defending. The shot no good by Duarte. Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Houdini. He's got 6. Pass to Noel.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Houdini.
2 minutes.
And it's off from three-point range. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Down low. Here's Bitadze. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from Houdini. To the middle. Here's Turner. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going down.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And Edwards with the stop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Hield outside. Here's Duarte. Edwards defending. Here's Duarte. He had 19 points in the win against Orlando. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Boy, how do you stop Cat Karl Anthony Towns, an elite scoring talent with incredible size?
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And, you know, we all know how talented.
Substitution on the court.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, the Pacers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
On the court for Minnesota, the forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. Then there's Reed. Then it's Houdini. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Duarte passes to Smith. And McDaniels with the block. Inside. Good. That one on target from Noel. Noel's got his first basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Duarte. At the teardrop, that shot misses.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McConnell against Edwards. Here's McDaniels. He can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. And the call will go against Houdini. That'll be his second foul of the game. On a heel, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Pacers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. There's the pass to Smith. Back to Hield. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Hield's got 6.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Houdini passes to Reed. Here's Houdini. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. Back to Smith. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. Bitadze's checked in.
For the Pacers.
Here's Turner. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Halliburton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Here's Houdini. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points, and he makes that one. Houdini's got 6 in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression. After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Here's Houdini. He's got 14. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Halliburton passes to Bitadze. And here is Hield. Passes it to Bitadze. Oh, Hield in position. To the inside.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Halliburton passes to Bitadze. On the wing, Hield. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Smith. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
They get it back. And rejection by McDaniel.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Houdini, covered by Hield, and finished off by McDaniel.
number 8.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Halliburton passes to Bitadze. Back to Halliburton. Lets it go with a 3. And now the Timberwolves on the break. From deep. Rebound by Smith. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Shots good by Turner.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
That's tipped. Hield with it. Now guarded by Towns. Hield kicks to Halliburton. Smith in the posts. Edwards there. And that one drops for him. Smith's got 9 points.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Houdini passes to Towns. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Hield outside. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up to the stripe. No good on that one. Here's Houdini. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the ball. And so it's Minnesota in very good shape with a
39. The Timberwolves, 62.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Smith is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Duarte in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And so it's Indiana with it after the miss from Houdini. Hield kicks to Halliburton. Here's Duarte. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards, another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate. And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward. Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Indiana ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Basket counts. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Houdini. 18 points for him. He gets that one. Houdini's got 20.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here is Halliburton. 11 points in the game. Healed right side. Here's Turner. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Brissett comes in for Smith, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Timberwolves leading by 22. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
Here's McConnell. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Great D that time from Houdini.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here are the Pacers now. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Brissett. Gobert with the block. Out in his own on the break. Here's Houdini. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top.
Substitution on the
3 of his free throws so far.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Towns. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. But Timberwolves on top, up 19. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards is out there with Prince. Then there's Towns. Then it's Houdini. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Pass to McConnell. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Inside, here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down. with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Left side, Edwards. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they've got some nice young pieces to build around.
Halliburton inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Goes up from the top of the key, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on heel.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Duarte passes to Smith. Here's Hield. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
If you know about Indiana, the Pacers a young team that's still looking for a leader.
Yeah, they're in growth mode right now. Clearly a team in transition, but that's not always bad. I mean, I love some of their young pieces, and I'm excited to see what this team can look like in a year or two.
To the paint, here's Noel, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Hield outside. Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Houdini passes to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Right side, Towns. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Edwards passes to Houdini. Now here's Towns, covered by Smith. Fades away, and Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half. McConnell passes to Hield. Pass to Halliburton. McConnell scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after. So it's Minnesota Winning this one, he's a resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
I saw your appearance on NBA 2K TV where you actually called Othella Oppen a dinosaur. Is it safe to say you and Mr. Oppen are on the outs?
We're not on the outs, so no. We may not see eye to eye on everything, but at the end of the day, we're teammates, man, and we want what's best for the team at the end of the day.
Well, is it safe to say that you don't see eye to eye on Oppen's reported desire to trade you?
Well, listen, I'm on the record saying I want to end my entire career here. And nothing's changed about that. So if the reports are true, then obviously, yeah, but we don't see eye to eye.
It sounds to me like you're pretty unhappy here.
Me, mostly I'm having a great time, man. There's only certain things in life that I'm not happy with.
Okay, such as?
What you think?
I mean, my readers don't want to hear what I think. I mean, they want to hear what you think.
No, but I'm asking you, man. Why do you think I'm not happy?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Nah, you do know, man.
Man, I don't
you don't know?
No, I don't know.
All right, but you sense there's something, right?
I mean, you just said there's something.
Nate, you're a reporter. You know, you don't have any idea what I might be unhappy with, given everything that you've reported.
I don't have any idea, MP. That's why I'm asking you.
Guys, y'all hearing this? Like, are you really, really hearing Nate right now? Okay, well, I think that is enough for today.
Wow.
Thank Nate for that.
Wow.
Any additional motivation in this one? You look like you reached an extra gear out there.
I wouldn't say I had any extra motivation, but I did get a look at the teammate grade, and it backs up what you're saying. You know, it was definitely one of my best games of the season.
Now, you've mentioned teammate grades a couple of times recently. How important are they for your self-evaluation?
Well, listen, man, I'm a full-fledged believer in what this organization is doing with analytics. And the cool thing is it trickles down to everything that we do. Even our marketing department, does things based off data and research. Shout out to Freddie Novak, by the way. That's my guy. And that's just what I'm all about, man. You know, do things according to evidence, not old wives' tales or superstition or anything like that.
It makes sense. Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Nate, what's up, man?
You've mentioned analytics and Freddie Novak quite a bit recently. Is that your way of giving a vote of no confidence to Othella Oppen?
Hey, man, my parents always told me not to say nothing if I have nothing good to say, so I'm gonna zip my lips on this. But the things I do decide to talk about, those are the things that I do feel good about.
Which means you don't feel good about your relationship with Mr. Oppen.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just excited by what's happening on the cutting edge, because that's how you win, and analytics are on the cutting edge right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also in the cutting edge training techniques. Cutting edge rest and recovery. That's it. That's all I'm about right now.
Yo. Let's talk in here.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great. I mean, you're doing great. I just, wanted to talk in private.
Yeah, you toed the line perfectly. Not too aggressive, not too docile.
Oh, the classic aggressive docile spectrum.
Yeah, it's my favorite spectrum.
Anyway, we need you to back it up on the court.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, we need a huge game from you right now. Like, something that's going to show up on your teammate grade so that you can really push this analytics narrative. You feel
Right.
me?
We need to make it crystal clear that Othello is not on board with the future of the franchise. If we can do that while you're playing like an all-star, that will be a huge win for us.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
Right. But remember, the press might not ask you about these teammate grades. So you might have to steer the conversation in that direction. That's enough of that. Are you comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable with pretty much anything at this point. I mean, you can't put the genie back in the bottle now, so.
All right, well then, like you said, just keep doing you.
You're doing an amazing job, MP. Good job. Good.
Wow.
Was that a compliment?
Yeah. Is that a tear coming out of your eye right now?
You feeling all right? You want a hug?
No, that's enough. That's it's enough.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on a block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is hot, the block is 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 hot. They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the corner hot. I'm headed for the border hot. Mix the with water hot. To my auntie, Hungary, I can't be. So I to my family, I hope they don't like they tryna win a Grammy. I hope it ain't an act like they tryna win an Emmy. I'm tryna get a nut, so I'm moving like I'm Sandy. I'm living underwater, I don't know how I can't breathe. Maybe it's the scuba dive air tank. Maybe it's to do it when they say I can't. Maybe it's the is what they say I ain't. But either way, I ain't taking that bait. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on a block. Ain't no time for no sleeping or yawning or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is hot, the block is 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 really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer, cold when the wind blows, cold like December, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway, anyway.
The block's definition of hot, I be a simile. I know the definition of op, that be the enemy. I seen a lot of brothers get, God forbid, and get lost, cause they ain't tending me. Diaz, Buenos Dias, to senoritas, by the kiosk for fly Adidas, forever eating la comida. We lurking just to catch you lacking, like we on cheaters. Free us, rip us, long live us. We try to grab the plate of what the won't give us. Most of mine never had a Thanksgiving, so instead of giving thanks, man, taking what's given. You know what it is at the city. Girl, free to if you don't wear it wide. When it comes to paper, that's that I require. When it comes to power, that's that I desire. For real.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on a block. Ain't no time for no sleeping or yawning or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping.
Hey, what you working on? I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Hey, right here. for sleep.
Let's go! Phenomenal win. You should be proud of yourselves. Now let's get to work so we can keep this positive energy. If we can improve our shooting percentages, we stand a better chance of winning games. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
Keep it going. Screen coming. Pick coming. Hey, right here. Don't let him shoot that. I got your help. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Pick coming. All day, baby. We're here. Switch.
I'm dropping a hammer.
You got it. Come on, man.
We always be ready.
Hit a drop, man. Keep shooting. Let's go.
Let's go.
Turn it up. Now we're rolling.
Good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
You're about to get off my court.
We're gonna do.
We've been ready. We're waiting your team.
Hey, yo, look at the clock. Don't forget the clock now. Come on, box him out.
I'm not even breaking the sweat out here.
Keep shooting that, man. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Pop it.
I'm just giving you a preview.
Hey, right here. Give me that. Give me that.
Oh, what's up now, huh? What's up?
Hey, stay focused in your workout today.
Hey, man.